Okay, are we all ready? Thumbs up? Okay, terrific. Good morning. Thank you for joining us today for a briefing on this year's spring break. We'll first be hearing from Miami Beach Mayor Stephen Minor, followed by Police Chief Wayne Jones, our City Manager Eric Carpenter, and Miami Beach business leader Z Ocean Hotel owner Louis Taik. We'll also be hearing from FHP Major Ellery Collado. We'll then be doing Spanish Sound with Miami Beach Commissioner Alex Fernandez and Assistant Police Chief Daniel Mergallo. And then at the end, we'll do questions. So without further ado, let's have everyone come out here.
Good morning, Miami Beach. So last year's spring break was a success on any level you measure it. We had 0 fatalities, 0 shootings, 0 stampedes. The majority of our businesses did very well and actually thanked us for the measures we took. And that's in large part because we were, and still are, as we prepare for this year's spring break, a united front. Our city commission has unanimously passed some serious, strict, and guys, it's a team effort. When I say team effort, it's not only our city commission, it's our police chief, it's every department in our city, it's our city manager, it's our residents, and it's the vast majority of our businesses as well. We are an extremely welcoming city. We want people to come here. We want people to enjoy our world-class destinations, beaches, our first-class, highly rated hotels, restaurants. And what's interesting is our hotel occupancy last year was actually up as compared to 2023. With the safety measures, with all the measures we took, our hotel occupancy was up. And that's because when you walked around Ocean Drive and South were packed. And when I went around our city, especially after spring break, what was interesting to me, and most of the world doesn't know this, in past years, literally for over a decade, when they saw the images come on their screens, literally year after year, about the level of violence, chaos, which is now calm, most people didn't realize that it's literally just a couple of blocks on our most iconic street on Ocean Drive. But what was interesting, as I walked around our city last year and went to not only in South Beach, but Mid Beach, North Beach, literally everyone thanked me. So here you have our residents living in North Beach, 7 miles away, but yet this was the number one issue on their mind. It shows me people are proud of their city. People love living in Miami Beach. And they want to feel proud of our city. And nobody wants to see the images that we saw on killed on our streets. It hurts. It hurts as a person, as a human being, to see someone that was injured fatally, but it also hurts as an elected official. Could I have done more? And I think we're together, we're united, saying we are doing more. We are going to keep people safe. Law and order is the number one priority in our city, and there is no compromising on that. And that's why we're taking the measures we're taking, and you'll hear more about it. But DUI checks, license plate readers, restricted beach access, limited parking and enhanced parking fees, towing, there's more. And it's to keep people safe, our residents, our visitors. One of the biggest compliments I got, and I'm sure my colleagues got it as well last year, when there were residents who told me that for years they left Miami Beach and went somewhere else for the month of March, or certainly the 2 heightened weekends during the month of March. But last year, turning the chaos into calm. And that's my message. That's my message. Come enjoy our city. But if you're coming here to cause trouble, to commit violence, to break the law, it will not end well. We will arrest you if you break the law. And I'm so grateful to really all our city departments. I mean, I'm almost afraid to mention them by name because I'm going to forget, but certainly police, fire, code, parking, transportation, sanitation, environment, and sustainability. We got to clean up our beaches. And all the partners that we have. Last year, I had reached out to Governor DeSantis, and he gave us unprecedented resources. Spoke with Dave Kerner, head of Florida Highway Patrol. And of course, our Miami-Dade County partners who helped us as well. It took a partnership. When you see not the state, from the county, it's tremendous, and it shows a united front in every possible way. So I want to thank a couple of people. Our police chief, who I'm going to introduce in a moment, for keeping our city safe. I mentioned the governor, Dave Kerner. Our major is here as well with us, who's going to speak shortly. Our sheriff, who is providing, her team that are providing also significant Miami-Dade County resources. Our new sheriff, Rosie Cordero-Stutz. And also the prosecution team, our municipal prosecution team, along with our state attorney, Catherine Fernandez-Rundle. These cases need to be prosecuted as well when people come here and violate our law. So again, thank you to my tremendous work, Melissa, along with GMCVB. The breaking up with spring break. We broke up with spring break. Some people ask, are you getting back together? No, we're done. We are done. And the reality check this year enhances the message. This is what's going to happen to you when you break the law. It's not going to end well, so don't do it. So we appreciate the partnerships. And I'll finish off by, I see Brittany's here from the chamber, and that is a tremendous partnership. The fact that our businesses, the vast majority of our businesses stand with us, I think is almost unanimous among our residents. Literally, the measures we're taking, the message we're sending out, but even our businesses, they're fully supportive and on board. So I'm going to turn it over to our chief. Thank you, Chief Jones. Thank you, our city manager, Eric Carpenter, for implementing the vision that our city commission has put together. God bless you all.
Good morning. The guidance have given us financial support that's needed to run a successful spring break from a police perspective. I would also be remiss if I did not thank the men and women of the Miami Beach Police Department, each of whom, quite frankly, give up every year the entire month of March to police this city the way it should be policed. I'd also be remiss if I did not thank our partners from other law enforcement agencies, 18 in total, local, federal, state agencies that come every year to support us. They were here last year, help us get to the success we achieved. They'll be here again this year. The mayor mentioned a few of them. I'm grateful for their. I had one fellow some time ago that says, we didn't only break up a spring break, we divorced them, we got a restraining order against them. What that means is we don't want the crowd that came years and years ago creating problems here at Miami Beach. We want the crowd that comes here have a really good time, go back and tell our friends to come to Miami Beach, have a good time, but do it in a way that doesn't disrupt our way of life. Do it in a way that they're not doing criminal activity. Do it in a way that they're not having a negative impact on our residents. That's the crowd we want, and that's the crowd we're going to police to make sure we get. For those folks who think they're going to come here and disrupt our way of life, break our laws, and think they're going to do it as if they did years ago, think again. This is a reality check. It will not happen. The mayor said we're going to take him to life. Think again. You'll be making a mistake. Measures we did last year, we're going to repeat this year in many ways. DUI checkpoints, LPRs, a lot of police officers patrolling, insulating our neighborhoods, protecting them from too much traffic. That's going to happen again. It's important we do those things because that's how we keep the community safe. Now, I do know it has a negative impact on some of our residents. Travel times are increased if driving, moving throughout the city. Businesses, some of them are impacted because the good folks who want to go to these businesses and patronize them and have a good meal, it's hard for them to get to those businesses. We apologize. but this is necessary. I know it's painful, short-term pain for long-term gain. With that, I'd like to introduce my boss, City Manager.
I think it's important that we note that although police is often the face of this operation during spring break, this is a citywide response to this challenge that we face year after year. We work tirelessly to improve upon last year's plan and ensure the safety of our residents and visitors. The entire month of March has been designated as a high-impact period in Miami Beach with two major weekends, March 13th through 16th and March 20th through 23rd, having additional measures. On those two major weekends, parking garages and surface lots south of 23rd Street will be closed to all visitors. A $100 flat fee for visitor parking will be in effect for the Sunset Harbor and 42nd Street garages, and sidewalk seating on Ocean Drive will be closed. For the towing cost for non-residents will be $516, double their normal rate. Beach access will be restricted with no alcohol, no smoking, no umbrellas, no tables allowed on the beach. We will close entry to the actual beach along Ocean Drive at 6 p.m., and police will clear the beach at 10 p.m. Police will be implementing a traffic plan each weekend to reduce traffic impacts around residential neighborhoods. All of this is in response to the fact that spring break puts an incredible burden on our residents and public service. The last 2 years, we saw in excess of 34,000 calls for service during spring break. In 2024, thankfully, we saw a significant decrease in the number of incidents and arrests that we needed to make. I believe that's because in all of the city teams and outside agencies that are clearly visible in our prime areas of the city. The reality is these measures are in place to keep everyone safe. Miami Beach is a wonderful place to visit, but we will not let a relatively small group of individuals looking to break the rules impact the safety of everyone. For detailed information on the city's plans, please visit mbrealitycheck.com, and similar to last year, there will be significantly enhanced police presence, traffic checkpoints, parking restrictions, and tightly controlled beach access points. Before I hand it over to FHP Major Collado, I want to thank our mayor and commission for giving us clear direction and vision that the city does not want to be a spring break destination. And I want to thank the entire Miami Beach team for all of their efforts to make you.
Good morning, everyone. I want to thank Mayor Minor, Chief Wayne Jones, the elected officials, and all Miami Beach Police Command for inviting us back. This spring break season, the Florida Highway Patrol is honored to assist fellow law enforcement agencies with activities to ensure public safety is at the forefront and lawlessness behavior is not tolerated. Like many areas throughout the state, Miami Beach has much to offer, and it is no surprise that millions want to flock to see its unmatched beauty this year, especially during spring break. During spring break, both residents and visitors alike should not have to fear for their safety due to the actions of reckless, lawless individuals. FHP commits to holding those individuals accountable. State troopers were deployed across the state to assist in spring break. With nearly 50 troopers assisting here in Miami Beach, we remain committed to do the same this year. If you plan to visit Miami Beach this spring break, it is your responsibility to know the rules. As the city manager stated, the rules can be found on the website. Follow them, as the consequences for not doing so will be real. Through enforcement, curfews, DUI checkpoints, LPRs, and law enforcement will work diligently to maintain order and reduce or eliminate violent behavior. Through partnership with fellow law enforcement agencies for this initiative and working together to achieve the shared goal of safety, the Florida Highway Patrol remains committed to create a safe environment for spring break. And let me be clear.
I would now like to introduce Miami Beach resident, business leader, and owner of the Z Ocean Hotel in the heart of our entertainment district, Louis Take.
Good morning, everybody. As opposed to the previous speakers, I have to say, hotel owners and restaurant owners, we love spring break. We don't just love spring break, we love Miami Beach 12 months out of the year. What we don't like is people that take advantage of Miami Beach, where they take advantage by doing things here that they would never do at home. But they feel that they can come here and do things that they shouldn't be doing, whether it is behaving weirdly on the streets, whether it is excessive drinking, whether it is all types of things that make other people feel uncomfortable. We are a welcoming city. We want everybody to be here. We want everybody to enjoy Miami Beach and wanting to enjoy what Miami Beach has to offer, because Miami Beach is open to the world, and we love everybody to come and visit. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we'll be doing sound in Spanish. Ahorita vamos a hacer el sonido en español. I'm going to be inviting Miami Beach Commissioner, el comisionado de Miami Beach, Alex Fernandez.
Buenos días. Hoy estamos unidos, un frente unido, liderazgo de nuestra ciudad, para enviar un mensaje que es que no vamos a aceptar la criminalidad de regreso en nuestra ciudad durante las vacaciones de primavera. El año pasado vimos un aumento en la presencia policial y una mejora en la seguridad pública. Por la primera vez en años no vimos los tiroteos, las estampidas, la pérdida de vida que habíamos visto en años anteriores. Y es por eso que este año vamos a estar regresando con las medidas más fuertes jamás impuestas para proteger $100 en aquellas áreas en que el estacionamiento esté abierto. En otras áreas el estacionamiento estará cerrado en el distrito de entretenimiento. Aquellas personas que estén entrando a nuestra ciudad con armas ilegales o bajo la influencia del alcohol y las drogas, van a estar los oficiales chequeando los puntos de entradas y interceptar a estas personas antes que entren a nuestra ciudad. Vamos a tener las máquinas que leen las chapas para asegurarnos que aquellas personas bajo órdenes de arrestos no entren a nuestra ciudad a causar crímenes, a causar tiroteos, a causar problemas que terminando la fiesta para aquellos visitantes quienes quieren disfrutar de nuestra ciudad. Nuestra ciudad es una que le da la bienvenida a todas las personas, pero las personas tienen que seguir el orden, seguir las reglas, y ese es el mensaje que tenemos hoy. Nuestra ciudad le da la bienvenida a todos los visitantes, pero aquel visitante que viene con intenciones de causar crímenes, de causar tiroteos, junto a los oficiales de la patrulla del estado de la Florida y junto a la oficina de alguaciles del condado Miami-Dade, van a estar presentes. Y le queremos dar las gracias a los más de 50 oficiales del estado de la Florida, de las patrullas del estado de la Florida, que nos ayudaron el año pasado. Gracias al esfuerzo del estado de la Florida, gracias al esfuerzo de nuestro departamento de policías de la ciudad de Miami Beach, vimos un cambio tremendo. En años anteriores, las llamadas de emergencia habían superado los 34,000 llamadas. Y eso cambió el año pasado. Vimos una disminución en las llamadas de emergencia. Vimos una disminución en los crímenes, vimos una disminución en los arrestos. Y es por eso que estas medidas las vamos a estar reimplementando este año, porque mantuvieron el orden público. Vamos a estar reintroduciendo el aumento en el costo del estacionamiento, el doble en el costo de los remolques. Domínguez, le queremos dar las gracias a nuestro departamento de policías de la ciudad de Miami Beach, a nuestro departamento de enforzamiento de códigos, quienes van a estar yendo negocio por negocio asegurándose que tengan las licencias vigentes, a nuestro departamento de bomberos, que van a estar entrando a los nightclubs y asegurándose que las reglas van a estar siendo seguidas. Este es un trabajo de equipo y somos un frente unido para la seguridad de Miami Beach durante estas vacaciones. Muchísimas gracias.
Ahorita unas palabras del subjefe de policía, Daniel Morgalo.
Buenos días. pienso que a estas alturas ya muchas de las personas de nuestra comunidad y el público han visto la campaña de Spring Break Reality Check. Y el show en realidad no es verdadero, ¿verdad? Y sí, estamos preparados como un equipo de policía y una ciudad para enfrentar a cualquier persona que quiere venir a esta ciudad y no va a obedecer las regulaciones. Somos una comunidad que le abre los brazos a todos los que quieren venir a disfrutar de la belleza que lo que es la ciudad de Miami Beach, siempre y cuando vienen con las intenciones de obedecer las leyes y las regulaciones. Para los que tienen otros intentos de venir a esta ciudad a violar esas leyes y regulaciones, les va a terminar mal. Eso se lo aseguro. Y le quiero dar las gracias a el Departamento de Florida Highway Patrol, la oficial del Sheriff de Miami-Dade County, la oficina del Sheriff de Miami-Dade County y todos los otros departamentos, más de 18 departamentos locales del condado, del estado y federales que vienen a apoyar a nuestro departamento de policía durante el tiempo de Spring Break. Estamos preparados, estamos listos para enfrentar cualquier cosa, comunidad. Muchas gracias.
Okay, we'll now open up the floor for a few questions.
Absolutely. Well, defining spring break as a party scene where you party in the streets and really you go wild, you don't, you break the law. Correct. We don't want that. We're telling you, if you're looking to do that, Miami Beach is not the place for you because it's not going to end well.
Does that send an alternative message to other folks who may want to come to Miami Beach for spring break, who are law-abiding?
It absolutely does. As I mentioned, arrests were down last year. Hotel occupancy was up. It tells you a lot. And all you had to do, anybody who walked around Ocean Drive, the rest of the entertainment district last year on the week about, and that's the way it should be. Well, that's a real-time game day decision. So I wouldn't say. I would say that it's certainly a potential. It's in our playbook. If we need to do it, we will do it.
I think eventually your vision is for this not to be a necessity year after year and for spring break to kind of dissipate. Can you talk about your long-term vision?
Yeah, that's the goal, and I think we'll get there. I think the message is getting out loud and clear, and that's why we're doing the playbook that we did last year. That's why we're sending out the marketing campaign that we did last year, because it worked so well last year, because people got the message. They're going to get the message this year, and I think in short order we won't have to continue to implement these measures.
Right, the mayor, the goal is to remove the license plate readers, reduce the profile of police. I mean, eventually down the road, that's what you'd like to do?
What restrictions we talked about? I mean, going down the road, certainly, that's what I envision. Miami Beach is such an incredible world-class destination, and it should be all year round, including the month of March.
Do you think along with reducing the criminal elements that this is going to keep away law-abiding tourists? And, can you talk about the pain, inconvenience that they could face, not being able to park, kind of not knowing if there's a curfew or not, and investing money in a vacation here during March?
Sure. What we saw last year, and you'll see it again this year, it actually brings in people to Miami Beach and people who are looking to come here and enjoy our city, including our own residents. There are some inconveniences. I don't discount that, and we try to mitigate that as much as possible. But we are actually bringing in people more and more by taking these measures.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, everyone.
Let's pick up.
Everyone's good. Everybody's here.